everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Sandy Bay Season 2, Episode 2. We got an AC-1... what is that? An AC-130? I have no idea, but it's flying right over our farm. Let's go to the naval base not too far away. So how you guys doing? Welcome back. So welcome back. Last time I checked in with you guys, which was 2 days ago, you guys saw me try to tow the two tractors that we bought into the workshop because they wouldn't start. Both of them wouldn't start when we tried to load them off the trailer. What is the chances of that? I know, right? But then literally that evening, I got into my beautiful transit van and experienced some serious trouble with the suspension and the steering column and stuff like that. So that was desperate. We had to get that sent away to the guy we bought it off to fix it. He has done it now. Let's see if it lasts more than 4 seconds. We also have some a little bit better wheels put on this thing. They're a little bit chavvy, but yeah, I kind of like them, if I'm being honest. But we haven't got the huge wide one sticking out the side anymore. But yeah, apparently he's fixed all the front stuff, which is a little bit too quick for my liking, but we'll take his word for it for now. If we have any more issues, then we'll swap it out and get a refund, hopefully. But that is not the biggest of our worries, because if we go in fact, let's just go in around to here a second. For some reason, the light switch is on the outside for this place. Let's get the lights turned on here so we can see a little bit better on the workshop. Our tractors. Has there been any progression? No. None of them work still. If I just go ahead and get the GoPro reset a minute. Try and get it started up. And she starts off for a second and then... oh, then she goes off. So yeah, both tractors are doing that, which is really annoying. So... me and Billy Bob have come to the conclusion that it's going to be best for both of our interests just to do an engine rebuild on both of these things, which is easier said than done. So we have managed to find a cheap as chips Massey Ferguson 698T with a working engine, but the engine... wait, working engine, sorry, but the bodywork's in horrific condition. So we're probably just going to take the engine out, stick it into this one, and then probably dump the body because it's going to be worthless. It's in really, really bad condition, but apparently it runs. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll reset the clocks and everything, so we know how many hours we've done in it. Still having issues with the TW5. We have not found a donor yet, so we're probably going to have to rebuild this engine, which is a little bit annoying. So we are still without a tractor on the farm. So the Massey Ferguson 698T, the other one, could either be here tonight, it could be here in an hour, it could be here in a couple of days. Who knows? I've sent one of my friends off, Sean, to source that for us. I give him the money. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a 698T here in the workshop, another 698T in the workshop here that we can source the engine out of. But today, we have to go pick up a couple new vehicles. So, we're picking up a harvester today. It's going to be pretty obvious in a second. This will not close, will it? Let's go ahead and use the mouse a minute. There we go. We'll get the light off again to save electricity, because we do have an electricity bill. Right, so we're going to jump into our beautiful transit van. Hopefully it doesn't kill us this time. There we go. Jump into it. Reset the GoPro here a second. Right. So, once again, we've had to rent a lorry from the store. So that's another bit of expense we have to pay for at the end of the week. But we're going to just outside Hereford today to pick up our harvester. We're also picking up something else, which is not really that interesting, but you guys might enjoy it anyway, so stay tuned. They're both for the same farm this time, luckily, so we don't have to go to two separate farms like we did a couple of days ago. Is anything coming? I do not think so. Right, let's pull out of here. Cool. So yeah, we're just going to head down to the store now. Apparently they've got everything ready to go. And we do have to buy something when we get there as well, which I'll explain momentarily when we actually get there. So I'll meet you at the store. Right, just through the trees there, I can see our babies ready to go. Well, not our babies, not ours, we're renting them, but we can see they're ready to go. We're not taking the transit. I don't trust this thing going down the motorway, so we're just going to leave this here and keep it in the vicinity of the farm. And there's 2 trucks here. We're only getting 1 today, but that is also coming with us, that Hilux. We need that today. So let's go ahead and park up real quick. Ooh, stop. So, yeah, this is coming with us today, and also, this is interesting. So I saw this thing when I came on the other day. I wasn't recording at the time. I didn't bother bringing the GoPro with me. So they've got this new trailer in stock. This is an American brand. It's called the Load King. It looks pretty intimidating. It's pretty long. It has 6 wheels at the back on each side. They're steerable as well. But this thing looks a lot more intimidating than it is. So if you start here on the trailer, so once again this is the American one, so it's going to be slightly bigger. If we start here and we work our way down the trailer, technically it ends where these hinges are. And if I turn around, the Fliego ends in exactly the same place pretty much. The only difference is the ramp on this one goes up, whereas the ramp on this one just goes up a little bit. And then when you want to load things up, it just goes down to the ground a little bit. So it's not too different. May consider this one day for a harvester and stuff, but for now, it's a little bit too big and intimidating for me. So we're going to go ahead and take our good old-fashioned Fliego trailer down with the MAN truck, or the MAN truck. Now, like I said, we do need to buy something, so let's go ahead and get that from in here. We'll speak to reception and see if they have one in stock, because we are definitely going to be needing it today. So here we go, we're going to get a red header trailer, because we need one of these. Like I said, we're picking up a harvester. £4,500 off our budget, which is something I didn't take into consideration when we were doing this. So I hope what's going to be the best way to do this. I'm going to pull the truck forward and use their tractor. So the store has a couple of tractors here that they use for doing some work around here, like loading stuff up and moving stuff around. So we're probably going to go ahead and use that today. As long as I keep the gate open, we should be fine here. Get that lower down. And we're paying for the diesel, so we're going to turn that off. Right, so their tractors are stored just over here. That's very annoying that they've parked that silver one there, because it's kind of in the way. Right, so they got a garden tractor, what would you call this? A compact tractor, Massey Ferguson, but we're probably going to use the Zetor today. I love the sound of this thing. Listen to that for a diesel engine. Good old-fashioned diesel. Right, we'll have to go around this silver truck here. Excuse the squeak, that is the Brody knob on my steering wheel, which I don't actually really use anymore. Because of that reason. Right, so we get our beacon lights on. Here's we're going around the yard here. We're going to pick up the header trailer. And you may have guessed, we are going to try and try being the keyword, and put this thing onto the low loader until we get there. Right, that should do nicely. Let's go ahead and connect this up. Pretty much spot on that was. There we go. Q. Right. I don't like the positioning of this. I think I may have messed up where I parked the truck a little bit. We'll do our best. If not, we'll move the truck. Right, so if I go a little bit quiet, I do apologise. I got this really bad habit when I'm making vlogs of going quiet when I'm concentrating. It's not very entertaining for you guys. I do apologise, but I'd rather do that than damage something or break something. That's not going to work. Let's try and straighten ourselves up a little bit. It's a bit better here. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Just going to reverse up the trailer if we can. It's got a really bad turning circle, this Zetor, when you've got a hitch on the back. Or something hitched up to it, I should say. We're going on a little bit. Need to straighten up the tractor real quick. I believe we're on. Cool. Let's get this thing quite far back here, because we do need to obviously close the ramp for transport. Get these wheels just touching that. Right. That should do it until we get to Hereford. There we go. Let's get the hitch lifted up there. Put her into forward. Let's get the beacon lights off here. Hazard lights off. We'll park this thing back into the shed. I'm not going to bother turning it around because I'm lazy. Right, thank you very much. That is now done with. So what we need to do now is get the ramp up. And then get the Hilux on to follow. We'll do that now, actually. We'll get Biddy Bob in the Hilux to follow us. I'll pull it out for him. Whilst he's off talking to someone. That guy never shuts up. Right. Beacon lights work on this thing, which is good. We don't need them yet, but we will do on the way back. So that's now ready for Biddy Bob to take over. Let's go ahead and jump into here. Get the rear ramp lifted up here. Get the beacon lights on. Not that we need them just yet, but you know, better be safe than sorry. She starts up first time. I love it when things start up first time, unlike our beautiful tractors. Right. So once again, I am going to take a long drive down to, well, up to Hereford, I should say, because we're in Devon, aren't we? So, yes, up to Hereford. I'll see you guys when I get there. We're okay, really, so we are now approaching our destination of today. It's just around the, the next right, according to the sat-nav here. Not that one. I'm assuming it's the tarmac road. So a bit of a long journey. It's about 2 hours, I think it was, altogether. Well, it's 11:02 now, so yeah, pretty much spot on. I think it must be this turn here. We're going to indicate a minute. Make sure we've got the Toyota behind us. Yes, we do. Right. It's going to be a pretty sharp turn, this, but hopefully we can make it. Let's go ahead and go into third person so you guys can see what is going on. Ooh. I think we're going to just clip out. No, we're fine, actually. We're in the hedge a little bit, but not to worry. Toyota obviously going to have no issues getting through there, although he's making a bit of a song and dance about it. Anyway. Ooh, old American pickup truck there. Right, so here is the farm. This is, as you can see by the sign, this is Challington Farm. So we're picking up 2 bits of machinery today, like I said earlier. You guys have to wait and see what they are. Ooh, slid down the hill a little bit there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Right. So let's see. I'm just going to quickly call the owner and see where exactly we need to go, because this farm looks pretty big. Right, okay. So we have to go all the way down to the bottom, apparently. It's going to be interesting. Nice little tour of the farm. In fact, what we are going to do whilst we're here is stop. We'll get the ramp lowered down. We'll get the... we'll tell the Toyota to stop. Let's pull this header trailer off. It's pretty obvious what we're picking up today. But like I said, we need to get this header trailer off real quick. So we'll jump into the Hilux. Right, okay. So let's quickly get our beacon lights off a minute, because a bit dazing when I'm trying to concentrate. Right, we're going to try being the keyword, and reverse up here, connect the header trailer, and then hopefully it'll just slide off with no issues. So we're going to try and line ourselves up as best as we can here. Probably about there, I reckon. Right. Get that hooked up. We're going to be scraping a little bit, I think. No, it'll be fine once these wheels come off the ramp. It'll be fine. Right, let's pull forward. We're still reverse simulate. Well done, sir. Yeah, see, now the wheels are fine. We need 4-wheel drive on this, though. Probably scratch the trailer a little bit then, but that's not to worry. We've got here. Let's do a little U-turn here. Awesome stuff. And now, let's get you back on to follow me. Oh, okay, you're not going to. It's because we're not exactly facing the truck properly. Right, so what we're going to do is find our own way down then, and then we'll get the Toyota in a second. Let's get the lights off there, get the beacons off once again. We don't need them now that we're in the actual, in the yard. Right, so we said go down here, follow it round to the left, go straight forward, and then follow it round to the right, and then it's straight on your left. This little wasteland area behind the chicken coop. Is it that one, or is it? No, you said go down. So it must be down here. It looks... wasteland area. Uh-oh. I probably should have reversed into here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We'll stop here a little bit. In fact, we'll go right up to the edge here. We'll get the ramp lower down at the back. Right. Let's wait for... Let's get the truck off. Let's get the Toyota, and I'll show you what we're picking up. Right. So we're in the Toyota now. Let's go ahead and park this thing probably about here for a minute. Just park right here. So we managed to find quite a cheap... What? Oh, that's the laptop. I wondered why I could see my own logo then. This is by Lewis, by the way. So thank you very much. Stu's... This is by Stu, by the way. I did mention this in a previous series. Oh, boop, cut that. This stuff breaking immersion. Right, so here she is. She's looking a bit worse for wear. She's a Massey Ferguson 27, I think it is. 27. It says 27 cut there, so I'm assuming this is the 27 to go with it. Wow, she's seen better days, that's for sure. She's a good old clean. But there's a few waste bales in the way. This is where they used to store their bales. The ones that they didn't sell. So what we need to do, actually, like I said, we're picking up 2 pieces of equipment from here today. So I'm going to go ahead and collect the other one, which is going to come in very handy, actually. Right, so here is the other bit of machinery we're picking up, just a normal JCB telehandler. We managed to pick this one up for £11,000, which is pretty nice. Well, we haven't paid for it just yet, but we will before we leave. This bale fork on the front is not ours. We're borrowing it just so we can get the bales cleared, because they didn't do it for us, which I thought they would have. Right, let's get this boom lifted up a minute. Like I said, we need to clear our way through these bales. Probably don't need to clear all of them, just the ones that's directly in front. And these are just waste bales. Doesn't matter what condition we leave them in. I would have thought if they were trying to sell something to us, they would have done this for us, but never mind. Let's quickly get these moved out the way. Off you get. Fling! Fling! There we go. Got that one moved out the way, so probably this one here as well. Let's get you picked up. These bales don't actually look that old. These are just leftover ones. They didn't actually need them, apparently. There we go. Let's get that one moved out as well. I think we've just hit another bale in our brand new telehandler. Not good. Right. See if we can get two in one go here. Not going to try and pick them up neatly, because we don't need to. As long as we can get them out of the way. Like so. In fact, we've somehow managed to get three out of the way. Please don't stop right in front of us. You're going to, aren't you? No, we're good. Let's get you chucked down as well. Off you get. Okay. So one more bale left in the way. Maybe that one that's just rolled in front of us as well might become a bit of a problem in a second. We'll have to check out in a sec. Right, there we go. Got this final one picked up here. And we'll get you plopped down over here. So this is the first bit of machinery. Like I said, the JCB telehandler. Not much to say about it really. It's just a telehandler, but it's been quite used. Bit suspicious that it says 0.0 on the clock, but it works fine from what I can tell, so I'm not too worried. Right, let's just get this bale moved out of the way just for my own peace of mind. There we go. So just getting back in and moving it if it does have to be in the way. I keep crashing into those bales. It wouldn't be an issue if I actually extended the boom like that. Get down you get. Don't roll in the road. Okay, so that is the bales free, which means we can now go ahead and start up, or try and start up, the combine. So like I said, she's a Massey Ferguson 27. Pretty old, this thing, I think. But, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and double check to get... Actually, I'm going to get the keys out of the pickup. That will help. Right, okay, so we've got the keys. Let's go ahead and jump into it. She's not in great condition. As long as she cut harvest, though, we're good. So let's jump into her. Come on. Nope, she's not starting. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Oh, she's ticking over. Come on. Yes, there she goes, powering away. Right. As I was about to check before it cut out. Horn works, most important thing. Does the header lift up? That is the question. Oh. I had to think about it, but it worked. So that goes up and down. Does the actual guide go up and down? Yes, it does. There we go. That's looking very, very nice. Right, so just a quick little check before we go away with this thing. Headlights work, which is good. Work lights work. Front lights work. Beacon lights work, surprisingly. And hazard lights work and indicators work. So she's in pretty good condition for what she is. Alright, let's go ahead and get this lifted up. Can we pull her out? That is the question. She does not sound healthy. That is one thing I'll give her. Ooh! I think we've done it. Finally, we are not going to be able to get the telehandler on the back here. We're going to have to make two trips. I didn't think this harvester was that big in the picture, if I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest. It's probably going to be a really stupid thing to say, but I did not think the telehandler would be... Sorry, I didn't think the harvester would be this big. I know it's a harvester, and they tend to be pretty big, but... There she goes. She's all loaded up. We haven't got much in terms of headroom. If we go around about too fast, even with the straps on, The wheels are slightly over the edge there, so a little bit nerve-wracking, but I think we can do it. So we're going to have to get this telehandler later on. We're going to have to leave the telehandler here. Right, okay everybody, so we are now pretty much back at the farm right now. We've managed to make it back pretty much in one piece. Go, 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 go. Tell you what, I like it in spring, because you can see right through the hedges, and you know that there's no cars coming. Right, there we go. So yeah, we're just coming out towards the little village now, where the farm is based. Ooh, look a bit wide there. So we've got the load on the back, if I'll show you that now. There we go, so we've got the Hilux with the header, and we've got the combine itself. Watch that lamppost, Sim. Watch that lamppost. So here we go, back in the village. I love this place. Such a nice place to live. So quick update in terms of what's going on behind the scenes sort of thing with the farm. So we had another meeting with the bank. So once again, it is still £2,000 a month rent, which is pretty cheap for how much land we've got, but still not great when we're trying to pay off a £400,000 loan / debt. So we can turn it around. Next year the farm is 100% ours, which is good. Well, we'll still be working for the bank, but we can do what we want with the money, basically. So Hilux is still behind us, so I can see in that mirror. Let's actually pull over to the side a little bit, just in case a car comes. Right, this is going to be an interesting turn here with this massive convoy that we have. Right, where did I used to store the harvester? Can you guys remember? Oh, I know now. I remember. Right, let's just see if we can get around here. We're going to turn our four-wheel drive on because they tend to get stuck on this bit of hill here. It's a little bit too wide for trucks this big, unfortunately. So yeah, we're not going to bother keeping it in the main yard. We're going to go on this side where the workshop is, I think. There we go, get four-wheel drive off now. Get the indicator off because that's quite loud in this cab. At least you know you got it on. Right, so this is where we used to keep our harvesters, in this shed just here. So what I'm going to do is get the Hilux to wait there, and we're going to see if we can park it in that shed there. In fact, we're going to park around this corner in a minute, so we've got a lot of manoeuvrability room. Right, I keep forgetting that dirt path, sir. I haven't been here for 2 years, don't forget. I forgot we had a little secret entrance to the farm right there, which goes out to the road, which is pretty cool. Now, are we going to have the same issue as we had with the tractors? Is it's not going to start? Because there seems to be an issue whenever we go on to the motorway, it doesn't start. So hopefully it will. In fact, where's the Toyota gone? Is that the same plane or a different plane? It's quite busy around here. Right, so anyway, where was I? Yeah, let's see if we can jump up it. It's going to be it's a good job I'm quite athletic. We'd never be able to get up to your house. Right, there we go. Come on, Massey. Come on, it's not starting again. What is it with the motorway? Oh, this one's alive. This one's alive. Right, can we get off here without killing ourselves? Yes, we can. Oh, she's purred to life now. Cool. Right, sorry, I keep saying cool quite a lot. It's because I'm concentrating. So she is now alive. She needs some fuel desperately, but we can do that later on. So we now have a harvester, which works, luckily. So park her in here. We don't have a forage harvester just yet. We are on the market for one. Right, let's get you off a minute. Let's put you back into forward so your reverse lights aren't draining battery. Where did the Toyota go again? Around here. I think we used to store the header in here, if I remember correctly, so we might do the same thing again. In fact, no, that was our seed drill in there, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't remember where we used to park the header trailer, I'm going to be honest with you. We're just going to wing it, we're going to park it where we used to park the seed drill. The reason I'm not parking it in next to the harvester is because, like I said, we are on the market for a forage harvester, so I don't want to get into the habit of parking it in there and then not be able to fit in the forage harvester when we get it. So for now, this is where the header trailer is going to live. So, oh yeah, by the way, there was a jump cut a second ago. Our mate Simon, are you in at the back? There we go. Our mate Simon called us. The other Massey Ferguson 698T is ready to be collected. He's down at his his barn. So we're going to go down and meet him. So, since we got this truck here. No. We'll tell you what, we'll leave this here for a minute. We'll get this turned off. Seeing as we have the man truck at our disposal for another, what time is it here? For another few hours. Let's go ahead and use this thing if we can get there. This might be a little bit too big to get down there, but we'll give it a go. If we get stuck, there's another challenge for us. So, once again, just to give you a little brief if you missed what I said earlier, we have bought another cheapest chips Massey Ferguson 698T, so we can take the engine out of it and then dump the body. So the body of this one is in horrific condition, but the engine works, whereas our body on our Massey Ferguson is in great, fantastic condition, but the engine's a dud. So that's where we're at, basically, that's where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and get this dud, switch the engine over hopefully, and then she will be good to go for some field work. Still don't know what we're going to do about the T-Dub yet. I've not managed to find a cheapest chips, another T-Dub donor, or also just an engine for one. Not been able to find one of them either. So we might just have to do a rebuild on that one, which is still not going to be that reliable. But what's the quickest way down to here? I'm going to vouch for this way. This is the quickest way. By truck anyway. Maybe if we're in a tractor I know a shortcut, but as soon as we're in a big semi-truck, I'll turn it American. As soon as we're in a big Arctic truck, then we'll go this way. Right, okay, so the barn is down there. And as you can see, not great for big Arctic lorries. So he is going to let us into our field at the top here. Yeah, there's no way I want to risk getting the Arctic lorry down there. If it was ours, then maybe I wouldn't mind, but I don't want to risk scratching it or denting it, or even worse, breaking it when it's not ours and we'll have to pay for it. I can see a hot air balloon in the distance there. Can you guys see that? Just behind those trees there. Looks like you see every day. Now, where is the entrance to his field? I can't remember. Ah, here it is. Let's go ahead and indicate into here. He actually is selling this land, so maybe we'll buy it off him one day when we can afford it. Once again, we haven't got that sort of money to throw around at the moment, unfortunately, so maybe if it's still for sale when we can afford it, we'll get it. This is a much better way to go. I must remember that bridge is here, well, this little concrete thing's here, though. I don't want to scratch up the man truck. Quite wide, we shouldn't have an issue like that. There it is. I can see it from here. Let's get the indicator off. Look at that. So there we have it, the working Massey Ferguson 698T, which is in horrific condition. It even looks off colour from here. Anyway, let's get this turned around. Let's get that rear ramp lower down here and keep it running for now. Right, so let's go see Simon, see how much we owe him for this. We'll take a look at this first of all. Get my torch on the camera here. Or the flash on the camera so you guys can see. This one's got different wheels to ours. These look a lot bigger. Massey Ferguson 698T looks in a lot worse condition as well. But like I said, we're just going to be ditching the body. We just want the engine from it if possible. Awesome. Right, where's Simon? We'll give him his money. Right, so £2,800 this Massey cost us, which is not bad for... Well, actually, it's quite expensive because all we want is the engine, but we do have all this metalwork and spares left if we need it. Let's see if we can jump up into her. All right, let's reset the... So this one's a different model. This one must be the Mark 1. We've got different steering wheel, different dashboard. Right. Come on. Start up. Why is it dirty on the inside? This thing must have been like left outside with the windows open or something. There's also some mouse droppings down there, so I'm assuming we've got company in here. This thing's in pretty bad condition though. Look at the seat and the headliner, which you can't really see with the camera because it doesn't tilt up that far, unfortunately. This thing is broken. This is a broken tractor. Steering wheel feels a little bit weird. Feels huge. Right, let's get you up onto here a minute, Mr. Massey. Last try before we rip your guts out. There we go. Let's get you turned off. She's loud. Right, let's get the ramp lifted up finally. Sure, the body's not in that bad condition. Like, she is a hot mess, this Massey, but it's a shame I'm about to rip her guts out and put her into another one. Never mind, she's very, very broken externally. Okay, what's the quickest way to go? I'm going to go this way, I think. This takes us to our farm, if I remember rightly. Let's get our beacon lights on here. Right, okay, so we are just approaching the farm again now. That little secret dirt path I told you about, we're going to see if we can take it. Usually I drive right past it because it just appears from nowhere, but we're going to see if we can hit it this time. Let's indicate so people know we're about to turn in and why we're driving on the opposite side of the road, or in the middle of the road technically. Where is it? We drove past it. Oh, it's here. We are not going to make that. I changed my mind. We ain't going to make that. Let's just go for the front entrance. There we go. Right, awesome. So the plan is, like I said, just to recap, we're going to rip the engine out of this Massey Ferguson on the back here. We're probably just going to ditch the body somewhere, or maybe scrap it. Maybe see if we can get any spare parts off it. See if the Massey needs anything else extra put onto it, which we can salvage from this one. This one actually starts, which is good. There we go. Let's get the rear ramp lifted down once again. Did you finish going down? No, you didn't. You only went halfway down. Fantastic. Right, so for the final time, this could be your last ever drive, Massey. Though the working hours are saying 0.0. Once again, for the second time in this video, I think that's a lie, if I'm being honest. I think that's just horrifically broken as well, and it's tried to be reset or something. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. But I highly, highly doubt this thing's got 0.0 hours. Do you? Right, so we're going to drive you into the workshop here. I'll get you open in a minute. Massey, I've got you a new heart. Yes, you're going to get a new heart. Yeah, those wheels are completely different. Look how big the ones on the front are here on this one compared to that one. I think we're going to keep the exhaust of the other Massey because this one's a lot louder, but at least it runs. Right, so there we go. This is our salvageable Massey Ferguson 698T. Yeah, she's in pretty bad condition, to be fair. This one's a lot better physically. It's a shame the engine don't start. Watch her start now. Ready? Nope. No, she's not going to start at all. So yeah, we're going to rip the engine out of this one. So thank you very, very much for joining me on this video once again. If you did enjoy, please slap a thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. We are going to start ripping the engine out of this one very, very soon and put it into here so we get at least one tractor on the farm. I'm going to do some research about the T-Dub and see what we can get for that. So next time you see this thing, hopefully, it'll be a mess. And this one will hopefully be at least ticking over, even if it doesn't have enough guts to move yet. But yeah, thank you very much for joining once again. Hit that subscribe button to see more from myself and see where we go next time on this adventure. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. I need to take this truck back.